Good morning friends, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel. So in this channel you all know that we are discussing different concepts related to your mathematics, that too related to NCERT mathematics. So we are in the discussion of NCERT regular board syllabus, we are into discussion of your JEE. So all the things we are covering here. So in previous session, that is when we were discussing the concepts of your NCERT mathematics, that is for your board syllabus, we have taken up the chapter, we have finished the matrices, we have taken up the chapter determinants, and almost we have finished many concepts of determinants. So in previous session of determinants, we were discussing some concepts related to theorems, right, and some problems also we have discussed. So now let's continue this session with the same discussion, right. So let's continue this, let's start this session with some examples. Okay, so friends, here you can see an example. Here A is a 3 cross 3 matrix, right? A is a 3 cross 3 matrix. They have asked us to verify that A into adjoint A is equal to determinant A into I. A into adjoint A should be proved as determinant A into I. And next thing is we should also find A inverse, right? So to prove this, what all things we need? On the LHS part, A is already available for us. Then what we need is, we need adjoint A. And on the RHS part, we need determinant A. This thing can be solved easily. That is, determinant A can be find out by regular method. That is very easily. Coming to adjoint A, right? So in order to calculate adjoint A, you need minors, right, as well as its cofactors. So let's solve the minors. Let's try to find out the minors and cofactors of each and every elements of matrix A. Then substitute that in the LHS part. Then get A to adjoint A. Then also find the determinant A and then calculate the value. Okay, so let's start with this. Okay, so given A is what? 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4. Okay, so now what will be determinant A? So determinant A we can calculate it later. Let's try to find out adjoint A, right? So for that adjoint A we need minors as well as cofactors, right? So let's first find out the minors. Okay, M11 is the minor of A11. So there is leaving first row and first column, whatever determinant we get, that will be the things. 4, 3, 3, 4, right? So this is nothing but 4 into 4, 16 minus 9. So this is 16 minus 9 is 7. M12 is minor of A12. So leave the first row and second column. So whatever we get, first row and second column is left. 1, 3, 1, 4. 1, 3, 1, 4. So this is nothing but 4 minus 3. That is nothing but 1. Then M12, sorry, 1, 3. M13 is minor of A13. So leave first row and third column. So leaving first row and third column, what we get? 1, 4, 1, 3. So this will be 3 minus 4, that is minus 1. Okay, so this was about M13. Next, M21. M21 is minor of A21. So leaving second row and first column. So what we get? 3, 3, 3, 4. Right? So leaving second row and first column. 3, 3, 3, 4. Right? So 3 into 4 is 12. 3 into 3 is 9. So what we get here is 3. Similarly, M22. M22 is minor of A22. So leaving second row and second column, what we get? 1, 3, 1, 4. So this is 4 minus 3, that is 1. M23 is, sorry, M23, right? Minor of A23, that is leaving second row and third column. What we get? 1, 3, 1, 3. This is 3 minus 3, that is 0. Next, M31, minor of A31, that is this one, living third row and first column. So what is left? 3, 3, 4, 3. So 3 into 3 is 9 minus 12. So that is minus 3. M32, minor of A32. So leaving second row and second column, sorry, third row and second column. What is left? 1, 3, 1, 3. 1, 3, 1, 3. So this is once again 3 minus 3, that is 0. Okay. Next, M33, that is minor of A33. So leaving third row and third column. So what is left? 1, 3, 1, 4. So this is 4 minus 3, that is nothing but 1. Okay. These are the minus, right? So now we have found out the minus. Next step is to find out the cofactors. Once we are up with the cofactors, then we can substitute that in this particular equation and then we can find out the required value. So now what you need to do is pause the video here and make a note. So friends, I hope you have taken down that part. Okay. So still I have reproduced these values, right? These are the values of minors which I have reproduced here, right? Because these are needed to calculate cofactors. Okay. So how to calculate cofactors? Cofactors is given by Aij, that is minus 1 to the power of I plus j into Mij. This is about cofactors, right? So you can calculate individual thing, right? What will be M11? M11 will be minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11, right? So this will be 7 here, minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1. So what you will get? Once again you will get the 7, right? So you can see A11 is minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 into M11. So minus 1 to the power 1 plus 1 is what? Minus 1 to the power 2, that is nothing but 1, right? So and what is the M11? 7, that will be 7. So you will get the value as 7. So this is one method. Other method, directly you can write. So as I said, okay, but you follow this method, you apply the formula and calculate it, but I will write it directly. What was the trick to write directly? Once you calculate minus, directly you can write the cofactors. How it was possible? M11, what is I plus j? I plus j is 2, which is even. If I plus j is even, Mij is equal to Aij. Same thing will come. See here. If I plus j is odd, for example, M12, right? So what will be A12? Negative of this, minus 1. A13, right? 1 plus 3 is 4, which is even. So as it is. Okay. Then A21, right? 2 plus 1 is odd. Odd means negative of this, right? Minus 3. Okay. Then A22. A22 is 2 plus 2 is even. When it is even, it will be equal to M22. 1. A23. A23. 2 plus 3 is odd. Odd means negative of M23. M23 is 0. Negative of 0 is also 0. Right. Then A31. 3 plus 1, 4. 4 is the even. So even means as it is, what is M31? That will be your A31. Minus 3. And what is A32? A32 is 3 plus 2 is 5, odd, right? So or when it is odd, it should be negative of M32, but M32 is 0, negative of 0 is also 0. Then A33. A33, 3 plus 3 is 6, so 6 means even. So when it is even, A33 will be equal to M33. That is 1. So this trick I have already explained you people in previous sessions, right? So if you go through when I have started minus and cofactors, if you go through that session, then definitely you will find the explanation to this trick, right? So what is the explanation? If I plus j is even, then aij will be equal to mij. If I plus j is even. If I plus j is even, aij is minus mij. That's it. Right? I hope you have understood that one. So we have minors as well as we have cofactors. Now what we need to do? We need to find adjoint A. Right? Adjoint A is nothing but A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33, transpose. So if we take transpose, what we get? A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, right? Similarly, A31, A32, A33. Okay, this is what we are going to get, right? Transpose of that. So now if I substitute, what will be my adjoint A? What is A11? A11 is 7. Okay, A11 is 7. What is A12? Minus 1. A12 is here, minus 1. And A13? Minus 1. Right? And A21? Minus 3. A22? 1. A23? 0. A31? Minus 3. A32? 0. A33? 1. Okay, this is our adjoint A. Okay, so this is what we were supposed to calculate, because we have calculated adjoint A. Now we need A into adjoint A. Okay, A into adjoint A. So can be written as, what is A? A is 1, 3, 3, 1, 4, 3, 1, 3, 4. This is A. And adjoint A is 7, minus 3, minus 3, minus 1, 1, 0, minus 1, 0, 1. Right? This is my A into adjoint A. So still we need to simplify that one. Okay. So now we make a note of this. Once then we can continue with the same problem. Okay friends, once again I have reproduced A into adjoint A here. So this was the last step which we have done in previous slide. So let's try to solve this. So what do we get here? 1 into 7, 7, right? 3 into minus 1, we write it here. This is, let it be here itself. 1 into 7, 7, 3 into minus 1, minus 3, 3 into minus 1, minus 3. Okay. Next, 1 into minus 3, minus 3, 3 into 1, plus 3, 3 into 0, 0. And here 1 into minus 3, minus 3, 3 into 0, 0, plus 3 into 1, 3. Right? Next, second row with all the column, 1 into 7, 7, 4 into minus 1, minus 4, 3 into minus 1, minus 3. And here with second column, 1 into minus 3, minus 3, plus 4 into 1, 4, 3 into 0, 0. And here with last column, 1 into minus 3, minus 3, plus 4 into 0, 0, plus 3 into 1, 3. And here now last row with all the columns, 1 into 7, 7, 3 into minus 1, minus 3, 4 into minus 1, minus 4, 1 into minus 3 plus 3 into 1 3 plus 4 into 0 0, 1 into minus 3 plus 3 into 0 0 plus 4 into 1 4, right? So this is the values we will get here. Now let's simplify this. That is a into adjoint a will be equal to 7 minus 3 minus 1, that is 1, right? Minus 3 plus 0 0, okay? Then minus 3 plus 0 plus 3, that is 0. Then what we get? 7 minus 4 minus 3, that is 0. Minus 3 plus 4 1, minus 3 plus 3 is 0. Here 0 0 1. So what is this? Nothing but I, right? So what we got? We got it as equal to I. Okay. Now this part is over. Now what we need? A into adjoint A we have calculated, right? A into adjoint A we have calculated. We need to calculate determinant A into I. So A is given as 1 3 3 1 4 3 1 3 4. What will be determinant A? 1 3 3 1 4 3 1 3 4, determinant of this particular matrix. So I can write determinant A as equal to, solving it through first row, right? So 1 into 4 into 4 is 16, minus 3 into 3 is 9, minus 3. So leaving this row and this column, what is left? 1 3 1 4. So 1 into 4 is 4, minus 1 into 3 is 3. Now plus 3 into, leaving this row and this column, what is left? 1 4 1 3, right? So 1 into 3 is 3, minus 1 into 4 is 4, right? So this implies determinant A is how much? 16 minus 9 7, 4 minus 3 is 1, right? 1 into minus 3 minus 3, 3 minus 4 is how much? Minus 1. 3 minus 4 is minus 1, minus 1 into 3 is minus 3. So this is equal to 1. Determinant A is equal to what? 1. Okay. And what is determinant A into I? Determinant A into I. So determinant A is 1, right? I can write it as I. Okay, determinant A is 1, 1 into I is I, right? So I can write this as I. So from 1 and 2, right? So from 1 and 2, I can write this as A into adjoint of A as equal to determinant A into I. A into adjoint of A as equal to determinant A into I. Or else, before the start of problem, you can calculate the determinant and keep it separately. You will get the value as 1, right? So then this can be expressed as, I can be written as 1 into I. So 1, nothing but determinant A in this case. So directly you can write it as determinant A into I. Both are one and the same. You can do anything you like, right? So this was verification of the first part we have done. Now we need to find A inverse, right? So finding A inverse. A inverse is given by 1 upon determinant A into adjoint of A. 1 upon determinant A into what? Adjoint of A. So we have determinant A calculated, that is 1, and we have adjoint A also calculated, that is this part, 7 minus 3 minus 3, minus 1 0, minus 1 1 0, and 1 minus 1 0 1. So substitute that. 1 upon determinant A, 1 upon 1, that is 1. Adjoint A is how much? Adjoint A is 7 minus 3 minus 3, then this is minus 1 1 0, and this is minus 1 0 1. This is our adjoint A into 1 upon determinant A, right? Substituting it in this formula, right? So what will be A inverse? Same thing, 7 minus 3 minus 3 minus 1 0, sorry, minus 1 1 0 1 0 1. This will be our required A inverse, right? So keep it in mind, whenever determinant A is 1, and it should not be singular. See, this is not equal to 0, right? It should be a non-singular matrix. You should get some value, then only it is possible to calculate A inverse, or else it's not possible, right? So whenever determinant value is 1, your adjoint A will itself be your inverse of that particular matrix. Okay, adjoint A will be your A inverse. So I hope this problem you have understood. Now pause the video and make a note. Okay guys, let's continue with the second one. Here they have given two matrices. In next problem, what is there here? They have given us two matrices. Okay, so we need to verify AB whole inverse is equal to B inverse into A inverse. This is one of the important property of determinant, right? Inverse of the matrix. A into B whole inverse as equal to B inverse into A inverse. This is one of the important property. So let's try to prove it down. Okay. So let's start with LHS. So A and B are given. A into B can be written as 2, 3, 1, minus 4 into 1, minus 2, minus 1, 3. Okay. 2 into 1 is 2, 3 into minus 1, minus 3, 2 into minus 2, minus 4, 3 into 3, 9, 1 into 1, 1, minus 4 into minus 1, plus 4, 1 into minus 2, minus 2, minus 4 into plus 3, minus 12, right? So this is our A into B. So here can be written as 2 minus 3 minus 1. This will be 5. This is also 5. This is minus 14. Right? So we got A into B. What we need here is A into B whole inverse. Right? That is inverse of this particular matrix. Right? Inverse of any matrix is given by Y. Is given by what? If A is a matrix, A inverse is 1 over determinant A into adjoint A. Right? But here we have only the matrix. So we need adjoint of this matrix in order to calculate its inverse. Right? So how to find adjoint? If it is a 3 cross 3 matrix, then there is no way, no go. You should calculate minors as well as you should calculate cofactors. But here, as it is not a 3 cross 3 matrix, it is a 2 cross 2 matrix. So you can easily find the adjoint A. What is the method, trick to find adjoint of this? Even you can use inverse, even you can use minus and cofactors, but it is time consuming. Directly in one step you can write the adjoint of this particular matrix. How is that? Interchange this principal diagonal elements. Interchange the principal diagonal elements, right? And reverse the sign of other elements. That will be your adjoint A, right? Adjoint of AB can be written as, see, minus 14 comes here. This becomes minus 14, and 1 minus 1 comes here. This will be minus 1, and reverse the sign of this. Plus 5 is there, you make it minus 5. Here also plus 5 is there, you make it minus 5. Okay, this is our adjoint of AB. Interchanging this one and reversing the sign of other elements. Minus can be taken out, right? So adjoint of AB and written as minus comes out 14, 5, 5, 1, right? Minus taken outside. Now we have calculated adjoint of AB. We need inverse, right? AB inverse. AB whole inverse. To get AB whole inverse, we need determinant of this, right? We need determinant of this and adjoint of this. Adjoint we have calculated. First let's calculate the determinant part. Determinant of AB is what? Minus outside. Determinant of 14, 5, 5, 1. Okay. Or you write minus, 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 minus. Right? Minus 14, minus 5, minus 5 and minus 1. Right? So from first row minus and second row minus is coming out. So what remains? Or minus 14 into minus 1, that is 14. Right? 5 into 5, 25. So what is 14 minus 25? 14 minus 25 is minus 11. Right? Determinant of AB is what? Minus 11. So now we have calculated adjoint of AB, we have calculated determinant of AB. Now it's time to calculate AB inverse. Inverse is equal to 1 upon determinant of AB into adjoint of AB. So what is 1 upon determinant of AB? 1 upon minus 11 into what is adjoint of AB? So it is minus 14, minus 5, minus 5, minus 1. Right? So minus, from this matrix minus comes out and it gets cancelled with minus here. Right? So what will be AB inverse? One upon 11, 14, 5, 5, 1. Right? Mark it as equation 1. Okay, this is our AB inverse. We have calculated the first part. Now we need to calculate second part. Right? So B inverse and A inverse. Matrix B is given by what? Or let's start with A only. Matrix A is 2, 3, 1, minus 4. Matrix A is 2, 3, 1, minus 4. Right? Then its determinant 2 into minus 4, minus 8, minus 3. That is minus 11. Right? So determinant of A is minus 11. Adjoint of A is, see, it is a 2 cross 2 matrix, so no need to find minus and cofactors. Interchange the principal diagonal elements and reverse the sign of other elements. Here it is minus 4, 2, then minus 3, minus 1. Right? So minus 4 is going here, 2 is coming here. Remaining is what? 3 and 1. So their symbol will be reversed. Both are positive, so both will become negative here. If both are negative, then it will be positive. If whatever is positive, that becomes negative. Whatever is negative, that becomes positive. Okay, so here this is adjoint A. Now what is A inverse? 1 upon determinant A into adjoint A. So this is 1 upon minus 11, right? 1 upon minus 11 into minus 4, minus 3, minus 1, 2. Right? So this is our A inverse. Okay. So now take a moment. So make a note of this. Then we'll take off this part and then we'll continue this thing. So friends, I hope you have taken down. Let's continue the problem. We have got A inverse. We need B inverse. B is given by 1, minus 2, minus 1, 3. Right? What will be determinant of B? 1, minus 2, minus 1, 3. 1 into 3 is 3, minus 1 into minus 2 is plus 2. So 3 minus 2 is 1. So determinant of B is what? 1. Now we need adjoint of B. B is this one, adjoint 1 segment is a 2 cross 2 matrix. Directly you can write it down. 1 and 3 will be interchanged. So 3 will come here, 1 will come here. So this is 3, this is 1. Minus 2 is there, it becomes plus 2. Minus 1 is there, it becomes plus 1. Right? So this is 3 into 1 is 3. Minus 2 into 1 is 2. So that is 1. So no, sorry. We should not do this. Right? Okay. So don't go for that. So this is what? Adjoint of B. Right? So adjoint of B we have calculated. Now what we need to calculate? We have determinant B, we have adjoint B. Right? So B inverse is 1 upon determinant B into adjoint of B. Okay? So 1 upon determinant B. 1 upon determinant B is 1 upon 1, that will be 1. And what is adjoint B? 3, 2, 1, 1. This will be our adjoint B. Right? So now what we need? This is the equation. Now let it be. So we got A inverse, we got B inverse. Right? So B inverse into A inverse. What is the value? B inverse is 3, 2, 1, 1 into A inverse is minus 4, minus 3, minus 1, 2. Right? So now if I simplify this, what will I get? 3 into minus 4. So how much I am getting? 3 into minus 4 is minus 12. 2 into minus 1, minus 2. 3 into minus 3, minus 9. 2 into 2, 4. 1 into minus 4, minus 4. Minus 1 into, sorry, plus 1 into minus 1, minus 1. 1 into minus 3, minus 3. 1 into 2, plus 2. So this is what? Minus 14, minus 9 plus 4, minus 5, minus 5, and what is this? Okay, just a minute. Into 1 upon 11 we are having right here, that we have not mentioned. Let us mention here. 1 upon minus 11. Right? So if we do that, what we get? Minus 3 plus 2 is minus 1. Okay? And into minus 1 upon 11, that can be written as 1 upon 11. 1 upon 11, and this minus will be taken out. Right? Initially all these were minus, right? So when they got multiplied with minus 1 upon 11, so when I taken this minus 1 upon 11 inside, then what happened? So that minus will get multiplied with all the negative here, and then total thing will become positive. Or you can also take minus, you keep it here, minus you also keep it here. Then minus is outside, minus is inside. Both together will become plus. Right? So 14, 5, 5, 1. So mark it as equation 2. Now we compare equation 1 with equation 2. Right? So you compare equation 1 with equation 2. So you find that AB whole inverse as equal to B inverse into A inverse. Right? So if you compare this equation 1 and 2, you find that AB whole inverse as equal to B inverse into A inverse. So I hope this thing is clear. So this problem is very much clear. So it's just a substitution method, right? So we'll stop the session here. So one more simple example is there. You can try it by yourself in your NCERT book. If you're not getting, you can get back to me. Okay. So with that, we'll finish this session here. We'll meet in the next session. Till then, you keep trying different problems. Take care. Goodbye.